difficult process because this is a country where for many years the people had in their hearts and souls the devils of the capitalist system.
Very good. Some people say that the Chavez family used to be poor, but now they're rich. What's your answer to that?
Bueno, tú sabes que el líder de este proceso es el presidente.
One way to attack the president is by attacking the people closest to him. In this case, his brothers and his father, who is a governor.
Su padre que es gobernador.
Smashing. Thank you.
Que Dios me lo cuide.
Gracias.
Corruption runs deep in Venezuela. Transparency International, a clean government watchdog, says that Venezuela is now the second most corrupt state in the Americas, and it's got worse under Chavez. Even Robert Mugabe's Zimbabwe gets a cleaner bill of health. Venezuela feels like one of the most schizophrenic places on earth. The poor are doing better, but the rich are becoming super rich. Inequality in socialist Venezuela is getting worse. In places like the 360 bar, you can watch the lights twinkle in the barrios as you sip your sugared mojito. It's home from home for Arturo, oil entrepreneur, TV mogul, and loyal Chavista.
This very place we're drinking in symbolises the whole damn thing. Out there behind me, the barrier, where life is cheap and you can get blown away for the price of a McDonald's. And here, life is good, life is sweet.
There can be a table here of 2 or 3 people that will spend in an evening the equivalent of our minimum wage.
For a month.
For a month. On the early part of an evening out.
You're a posh bloke. Why do you support Chavez?
It's not, I think, an issue of where I stand within society, but I do think that a society that hasn't got these inequalities is going to be a more stable and a better society, a more prosperous one for all of us, including those that, for whatever reason, happen to be at the top end.
But Arturo is the exception to his class. Most of Venezuela's haves are deeply suspicious of where Chavez is taking society. Their money buys clout, and their intense dislike of Chavez means his government is under constant threat of yet another coup. If that happens, the president has supporters who can look after themselves, and we went to meet them.
Okay, we're in the barrio of the 23rd of January. It's one of the hottest, i.e. most dangerous barrios in town, and I was told not to open the boot of this car because it's full of guns. These guys, the Tupamaros, they support Chavez. They support him to the hilt, and if it comes to it, with guns.
Around here, the men in scarves are in charge.
How many submachine guns have you got?
All of this barrio is armed. Everybody is. Handguns, shotguns, rifles. We are getting ready to face the imperialists if they dare to invade. And this is one of the arms that is available, ready to fire. And this man is ready to die, as I am.
You're the boss of this barrio, you're the sub-commander. If somebody who didn't like Chavez, who said, no, I don't want to vote for him, I want to vote for somebody else, would that be possible here?
Here, we have our own rules. This barrio has approximately 1,000 families. I can tell you that no more than 7 families are against Chavez.
That's not a car backfiring.
¿Qué fue eso? Dice un balazo.
That's normal over here.
That's normal here.
Gunfire.
Mira, sí, hay falla.
In the past, Chavez hasn't used men with guns to silence his opponents. But his campaign for a new constitution, people vote on it in 2 weeks' time, has generated fresh trouble with his supporters firing on students. No deaths have been reported so far. The president's enemies say the new laws will set him up with totalitarian powers. With the price of oil nudging $100 a barrel, the future of Venezuela should be rosy. But it doesn't feel that way. However, you're never very far away from the Chavez pantomime. This is yet another totally spontaneous demonstration in support of El Presidente. Slogan on the bus: socialism or death. The music's good, though.